You. What up? All right. We got another one from Adam Friedland. Adam Friedland. Cool Adam. And this is Adam on Piers Morgan. Adam on Piers Morgan. And it looks like he's going to be talking about the Jimmy Kimmel cancellation. Or I guess Jimmy Kimmel's back, so it's not really a cancellation, but he's going to be talking about Jimmy Kimmel on Piers Morgan. Okay, Adam. Yeah, like a couple months ago, I think Adam was like on the Chris Cuomo show or something, talking about the news. I think he had Chris Cuomo on his show. Then Adam had like an interview on the Adam Friedland show with Richie Torres. I think Adam held his own. Adam on Piers Morgan. Okay. Let's check it out. Adam Friedland on Piers Morgan. Let's go.
Adam Friedland, I interviewed Jay Leno about a year and a half ago, and he was really
Tim
interesting
Pool?
about.
Wow.
Yeah, it was actually great.
Oh, no,
I went
the
to his
other one.
car garage in LA. We had a great few hours. I loved it. But
Cool.
what I liked about what he said was, he believed in like teasing and gently mocking all politicians from all sides.
Correct.
And he talked about the kind of real sort of golden period of Johnny Carson. Nobody knew Johnny Carson's politics at all. And yet, if you've watched late night comedy in America in the last 10 years, since Trump became a politician, all of them, almost two, I mean, they're all middle-aged white guys, which always makes me laugh when you think about the diversity push, which never seemed to attack late-night comedy. But they all, to me, developed an increasing loathing of Trump, which began to really distort what their actual job was, which was to make Americans laugh late at night. I stopped watching them quite a long time ago. I could not watch it. Jimmy Fallon, I would kind of keep out of this. I think he's always been a lighter touch, but I think Kimmel and I think Colbert in particular, they really went hard in the anti-Trump rhetoric. The View, it doesn't have alternate views. It has one view. They all hate Trump.
Very
they all
funny
came out, They all
show.
came out in black funereal clothes after he won
I don't
again.
watch The View.
Yeah.
And I don't think these serve their viewers, and I don't think they serve their companies. But I also feel uneasy, as Kat said, about the FCC poking its nose publicly into making not even veiled threats, but direct threats.
Yeah.
That if ABC, Disney didn't take action against Kimmel, then they were going to pay the consequences. So where do you sit with all this?
Listen, I'm new to your audience, so just to introduce myself, I am a tell it like it is comedian, and no one's safe from my jokes, be it bratty kids, celebrities, politicians, people that just walk by. They're all fair game, but it is still deeply unconstitutional and immoral for the president to silence his enemies. But I think what's important now, especially because it's so crazy right now, is that we zoom out as like people, like human beings. And like, there's a lot of kind of empathy being expressed towards Kimmel right now. But where is the empathy for Donald Trump? Certainly what it seems like to me is that he feels like he's been bullied. And I've been a victim of bullying my entire life, and still I am regularly. I'm on the internet. But I've always said to my bullies, like, while it's disrespectful, rude, hurtful for them to be saying that, I support their constitutional right to be saying things about me that aren't true. So, previous Democratic administrations have gotten the same treatment from conservative comics like Dennis Miller, Michael Richards, Kill Tony. I'm sure a lot of that caused Joe Biden a lot of pain, but never were their constitutional rights violated by the executive branch of the government. And I think that is what the clear difference is here. And I think for all of us as a culture, we have to ask ourselves, like, is the president suffering right now from being made fun of. And the truth is this, like 30% of Americans suffer from depression, and there's a stigma. And if that is indeed true, like he should feel equipped to get help. And it is
Adam.
All
a
right,
public
I
risk.
detect a slight sarcasm to your
I'm not.
tone.
I'm not. No, no.
Well, no,
Listen, I'm
here's the
not.
point I'm going to make. I don't think Trump feels bullied or hurt or any of those things. I think what he feels.
So why?
Here's what I think he
Adam.
feels. So he actually spelled it out in the last few days. There's no doubt, as he said, that about 99% of all the coverage of Trump on all these late night shows and The View and all these other mainstream media
Yes.
shows has been Trump bashing. It's never been that percentage historically with anybody else. It was never like that with Obama. It wasn't like it with Reagan. It wasn't like it with Clinton. It's never been so skewed. I think Donald Trump brings a lot of it on himself, but I also think there's no doubt, no one can argue to me sensibly, that Trump has not had a more relentlessly vicious, negative treatment from shows that used to be much more bipartisan in their mockery than Trump. So I think that all these things can be true. Right? But
And he also comes from television, right? And so it's something that he pays close attention to.
Yeah.
Ratings, he talks about they're being very unfair to me, unfair treatment. This is something that he is like locked in on constantly. So, I mean, to some extent, if these are low-rated shows that are taking jabs at him, vicious jabs sometimes, that doesn't really pose much of a threat to his power if not a lot of people are watching.
It's true.
But for him, it's something that he's like zoned in on, perhaps.
Okay, well,
and that's what happened with Jim.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's complicated with Jimmy Kimmel. John Fugelsang, let me bring you in here. You said the Kimmel suspension shows how brittle, unmanly, and frightening.
Good job, Adam. Adam. Yeah, there was a lot of sarcasm, but I mean, I think he made a good point. You know what I'm saying? Adam, good job, Adam. Good job, Adam. You know. I think he held his own, and I don't think he was wrong. I don't think that I don't think the president should care what late night host thinks or says. I don't think the president should even know what a late night host says. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Trump should be worried about what late night comedian. I don't think Trump should be worried about what any comedian say. Anybody in show business say, like Hollywood or movies or anything. There's all kind of movies and shows and all kind of stuff making fun of Trump. But I don't think that's something he should be concerned about. I don't want my president concerned with late night hosts to talk about. I mean, that seems like a waste of time, energy, resources. What are we doing here? Yeah. But yeah, Adam, yeah, I like to see Adam on I don't know. I think didn't we hear Adam say in one of the or in a couple of the Come Town episodes that he was on the debate team in high school? Adam was on the debate team in high school, so this might be this is right up his alley. I didn't get to hear him go like back and forth with they had Tim Pool on there. I don't really like watch Tim Pool, but I think I know who he is. That'd have been interesting to hear Adam and Tim Pool go back and forth, but it looked like Tim Pool agreed with Adam. Looked like he even cracked a smile when he talked about Trump's feelings being hurt. Yeah. We've seen didn't we see Nick on I was about to say Fox and Friends. I can't remember what show. It was like on Fox News or something. But that was like 10 years ago maybe. And I don't think like they were talking about anything serious. I think he was just there as like the comic, relief or I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, we had Adam on a news show, debate show. We had Nick on the news or debate show. We're gonna get Stavros on one soon. Is Stav gonna show up on Stavros Halkias gonna show up on Piers Morgan or on CNN or something? I doubt it. I doubt it. But Adam held his own. Adam held his own. Cool Adam.